sculptor. I usually sculpt in bronze or glass, cast work in general, but I've started doing installation work as well. When I was very young, about 3 years old, I saw my cousin Matt's drawings, and he was incredible. He blew me away. And so from that point on, I decided that I wanted to do art and pursue art, at least draw as much as I could. And so over the years I developed it, and then when I was about 19 I started sculpting, and I started sculpting in wax, and I was able to do what I wanted to do in wax. And from that point on I've continued pursuing my art. I use nature as a metaphor to explain aspects of the human condition and to draw the viewer, or all of us, back closer to our original roots with nature. I cast most of my work because I'm able to make the metal flow or the glass flow in a very organic way, which I think reads the natural inspiration best. Wildly different to me is a good way to describe, I think, the modern movements in the art world today. People are coming from so many different places and with so many different influences, whether it be the media or external or internal influences. We have the world is our oyster, so we're able to use any material to create artwork. So I think that it describes pretty well what's been going on for the last 10 to 15 years in art, coming from different places, things being wildly different, yet there is, or there isn't, a connection between all the work. And so I think that within this exhibition, once we look at it, we'll be able to see what wildly different really means. It's funny because most of my artwork is inspired by the countryside, or by nature, or by bugs, or things that you'd find in trees. That's where the initial inspiration comes from, at least the forms that I use. New York, I'm trying to inspire, I think, New York. When you're in an urban environment, living the day-to-day in the city, I want to kind of bring the country back in and kind of remind people of the connection with nature that we have. So New York inspires me as a challenge to see if I can pull that off, living in the city and being inspired by the country. My art will be perceived well in Europe. I think that Europe has really has a sensibility about art. They understand it, they've grown up around it, and I think that my work will speak really well, maybe even better over in Europe than necessarily in America. My family's from European background. My father actually immigrated here when he was very young, and so I don't necessarily always see myself as just an American artist. I think that I have European influences also, and I think it comes across through my work. So it'll be interesting to see how they pursue it. I think that they'll definitely understand it. Hey Dublin, we're happy to be here. Hope you're happy to have us.